Morning. Nothing like being woken up by building maintenance at 7:30. All right, so me, Pop, and Peach left Agua Dulce this morning, and now we have arrived in Acton. So it's the next town stop, and it is Saturday, so it's college football, but we are here at the 49ers Saloon. Apparently they also let you camp here as well, so we're probably just gonna hang out here for the rest of the day and chill and hopefully do some laundry, take a shower, eat good food, and watch football all day. But I just went to the market around the corner, got my resupply for the next 3 days, so yeah, feeling pretty good about it. It's a lot of candy. Wasn't that great of a store, but you know, you just do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna get to where I'm going, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna get this sorted out and then go watch some football. All right, good morning. Welcome to another day of Ralston's Big Adventure. All right, so yesterday was a very fun, wild day. So I think my last video was as I got to the 49ers Saloon. We ended up spending like the entire day there watching football and eating cheeseburgers, and yeah, great time. So we thought that they were gonna let us camp out there because there were comments on Far Out that said that they let hikers stay there overnight. So we asked them about it. They were like, actually no, like we don't do that after all the North Batters come through. But they were like, we can get you a ride over to the campground, which is right next to the trail. So we're like, okay, whatever. So we stayed there till about 7 o'clock. Then they have like a neighbor who hates them but loves hikers, and he was like, well, why don't you just come with me? Like, I'll give you a ride whenever you want. So he gave us a ride. And nice guy, but he just kind of bashed the bar the whole time. So we're like, okay, whatever. Like, we had a really good time there. They were super nice to us, but if you don't like them, whatever, you're giving us a ride. So he gives us a ride over to, I'll show you, to that campground right there. So that's where we stayed in the cabin last night. So we get to the campground thinking we're gonna have to just like pitch our tents in the PCT area. We got there late, and the lady like loves hikers that work at the front desk. So she gave us an incredible rate on one of their cabins last night. So we got to stay in a cabin and sleep in a bed and take showers, do laundry, and it was like $100 for the cabin, which was split between me and Parks and Emily. So it just like worked out so perfectly last night. And then Parks and Emily have some friends who live in Santa Clarita, California, which is 30 minutes away, and they brought us McDonald's this morning for breakfast. So yeah, it's been a really great morning. Packed out a sausage and egg McMuffin for lunch. So yeah, I'm in hog heaven right now. It was just a lot of fun doing that yesterday, but now we're back on trail. 3 days to the next town to resupply. So it's a huge climb this morning. I'll show you where I gotta go. So I gotta get up on top of those mountains at some point. So it's gonna have fun. But yeah, overall, it was a great Saturday. Great fun. But glad to be trudging on this morning. So I'll update you. It's really windy today. I'll update you as I have things to update you with. Wind is whipping today through the mountains in the desert. So luckily I'm by this building and am sheltered from it, but this is crazy. All right, so I was talking to the guy at that ranger station that I stopped to eat lunch at. There's like a caretaker there that stays there all year. And today is super windy. And he was telling me that this is the first of the Santa Ana winds that have come through this year. And from now till tomorrow night at 10 p.m., the wind is supposed to sustain 40 to 50 miles an hour with gusts up to 70 miles an hour. So that's not good for camping. So I think there's a fire station somewhere along the trail that we're gonna try to camp behind to get out of the wind, or do something. So we'll figure it out. But it is a blustery day here in the Southern California hills. All right, so the trail has been super overgrown today. Like probably the worst it's been on trail so far, with just like thorny bushes and briars and crap that just scratches the hell out of your legs. Cause I'll show you. So here's the damage. I mean, just totally scraped up both legs. Drew some blood right there. Yeah, not been a fun day, that's for sure. All right, so I'm doing a night hike right now. I've got Palmdale, California down there to my left. The setting sun. And I'm taking a little shortcut, a very windy shortcut down to the fire station where hopefully I can just camp behind the building out of this wind. But it's crazy. Getting dirt blood in my face and in my mouth. But so I'm gonna get down to camp and try to get out of this. So stay tuned. All right, so I made it off the mountain, and here is home sweet home for the night. I'm in like this open, I don't even know whose this is, but it's full of dirt. It's right next to a fire station. There's a fire station up there. So I think I can just like lay my stuff out right here somewhere. And because the wind's blowing like from the back. So even though that's wide open, like the wind is totally fine. Also, there's the lights of Los Angeles. But yeah, so I should be kept pretty good from the wind. It's gonna be loud, but I should be at least protected from the wind, so I can at least cook dinner and have a wind-free night and not blow away. But yeah, this is home.
All right, good morning and welcome to another day of Ralston's big adventure. All right, so I slept in this I don't even know, just shit last night. There was another guy here this morning. He left really early apparently, and I didn't even know. The wind blew like crazy all night long, so it was wild. And this building is just super loud. So it wasn't super great of a night's sleep, but it wasn't that bad either. Don't know where Papa and Peach went last night, but hope they made it somewhere good. And out of the wind. But yeah, the wind was, it was loud, but it was totally fine as far as just staying out of it. This blocked it really well, so can't complain there. But I'll make it up and get going here pretty soon and make some miles today. Hopefully not get blown over in the process.
All right, so I thought this was kind of funny. I woke up this morning, I found a piece of paper that had blown in on me from the night, and it was a W-2 form. See? W-2. And I just thought, is this like some sort of practical joke you're playing on me, God, telling me to get a job? Not funny. Not funny. But kind of funny. But yeah, I just thought, like, how ironic. Like, I'm laying here and a W-2 form flies in on me. But all right, I'm gonna get some water up here at this fire station. I'll show you up there and then head on my way. But yeah, this was home sweet home last night. All right, so I've been worried about Papa and Peach, and look where I found. They're slept in the bathroom. They're more dirtbags than I am. So this is pretty wild. The mountains you can kind of see through the haze are the mountains that I've walked across to get to where I am. So stinking crazy. All right, so I'm on a road walk right now. Down to a place called Buckhorn Campground. It's like just a Forest Service campground on the side of the road, this road right here. The reason why I'm doing this road walk is in about, I think, 4-ish miles on the trail, there is a trail closure because of an endangered frog species that lives like on just like the most random section of trail ever. So if I take this road around, like I would have to go down the trail 4 miles and then cut back to this road eventually and go around it. But I was like, why would I do that when I can just walk the road the whole time around? So that's what I'm doing right now. And there's supposed to be, like I said, there's supposed to be a really nice campsite down here with like pit toilets, and I may take Papa and Peach's idea and stay in the pit toilets tonight if it's super windy like it was last night. It's not nearly as bad as it was, but it could be. I don't know what I'm gonna get when I get down there. So we'll see. But yeah, but there's water, there's pit toilets with toilet paper and picnic tables. So it's just gonna be a nice place to camp. Even if the wind isn't bad. So yeah, so that's the plan. I got here really early. I'm probably gonna get there by like 5:15 or 5:30, which is like the earliest I've been to camp in a long time. But that's nice. It's nice to get to camp early and to get set up and just kind of chill, rather than just like get in late, eat dinner, go to bed, get up and do it all over again. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna get off here and get to camp. Okay, so a funny thing just happened. So this road is like closed for a lot of like maintenance and construction, I think. I don't know. Because I've seen no cars on it, but I've seen a ton of work vehicles. So anyway, I'm walking down here to this campsite that's on the road. A work vehicle passes me, and he goes probably, 200 yards past me. He stops and he starts backing up. And I'm sitting there thinking like, this guy's gonna offer me a ride, like the last mile and a half or whatever it is down to this campsite. Like, that'll be really nice just to, not to walk this last bit of the road. And he backs up and he gets to me. He said, "Hey man," he said, "I just want you to know," he said, "when you get down there," he said, "there's gonna be a ton of elderberries." He said, they're perfectly edible. They're great. Like, they're all lined up down the side of the road. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, all right, have a good one. And he drove off. But I just thought, like, this dude backed up all the way just to tell me that they're elderberries and didn't think to offer me a ride. No, I mean, I wasn't expecting it, and that's fine. Like, it's totally fine. Like, that's not a big deal. But I just thought it was funny. Because normally in those situations, like if somebody backs up, they're like, hey, like, let me give you a ride. So it was just, I don't know, that was funny. I just thought it was like wow, okay, he backed up just to tell me they're elderberries. Like, still kind, still super nice, but yeah, just not at all what I was expecting. But yeah, but that was funny. Alright, so I'm at the camp. I'm sitting here by a privy at a national forest. Like, the road's right over there. This is just kind of a pull off that has picnic tables and stuff, but I just decided to pitch my tent here. So I'm gonna eat dinner here in this kind of breezeway thing of the privy, because it kind of is out of the wind. And then I'm gonna go to bed. My tent's on the other side of this wall. Yeah, it's the life of a thru hiker. Camping by toilets, camping in sheds. The desert has been wild. It's just the Wild West. You just do whatever you want. It's great, but it's also really weird. But anyway, I'm gonna get dinner and then get some sleep because I've got Baden-Powell tomorrow, one of the biggest mountains in the desert. So looking forward to it. All right, good morning. Welcome to another day of Ralston's big adventure. All right, so last night the wind was so bad. It was fine when I set up camp. And then throughout the night, it just went right back to being horrible. And it knocked my tent down. So this is how I slept all night. Just my tent halfway down, like completely out of its stakes, just flapping around like crazy. And being super duper loud. And there was no point in fixing it because it was just going to break down again. So I had a very miserable night here on the side of the road last night. But whatever. It just is what it is. And luckily I'm going to be in town tonight. And I'll get a room. And sleep very comfortably. And hopefully very soundly. And yeah, it'll be nice. But yeah, last night was freaking miserable. Alright, so this is a fun road walk. I've got a tunnel. How about it? And it's even got like a little sidewalk thing. Alright. I should have camped right here on this thing last night. There's like no wind in here. Alright. I'm gonna get to walking and get up Baden-Powell and get to town. Alright, so here's some fun news. There's Los Angeles. Right there with all the buildings right over the top of the mountains. And there's the ocean. So that's pretty wild. I was wondering if I was going to be able to see the buildings. Papa and Peach said that they could the other day. So yeah, super wild. But yeah, there's Los Angeles and there's the ocean. So there's a better shot. The ocean. Coastline. Yeah, real nice. Alright, after all morning of climbing, we made it to the top of Baden-Powell. Whew! Right, that's over with. Alright, coming off of Baden-Powell. And now it's just 3.5 miles down the road, and I can hopefully get a hitch in town. I cannot wait. I've got a room booked. There's a pizza place nearby. I'm just gonna go and order a large pizza, take it back to the room, and chow down. I just want some rest because I am so exhausted. I've had like 2 horrible nights of sleep. But yeah, luckily today's gonna be a little bit of a shorter day. It's about 1 o'clock and I should be at the road in the next hour or so. So yeah, very ready to be in town. So I'm super curious if I look out that way, if some of those mountains are not like the High Sierra, and if one of those isn't Whitney, like way off in the distance. I don't think so, but you just never know. But this is what I've traversed, like all the way over there to all the way over there. It's really wild to see the last like 300 or 400 miles that you've walked from up here. But yeah, that's been it. All right, so I made it to the parking lot. There's a couple cars down there, but I'm afraid I don't know how long it's going to be before the people who own them get back to their cars. So I'm doing a road walk right now up to a place called Inspiration Point, which I am praying will be a much more heavily trafficked area where I can get a ride into Wrightwood. There were some comments on Far Out about this problem, since the road through here is closed. I mean, you can obviously get to that trailhead, but to go further than that, there's a gate that's blocking the road. They're doing a bunch of construction and road work and stuff. So, the only people who are coming out here, people who are probably hiking Baden-Powell. So, I'm just gonna try my luck and see what I can get. But hopefully I can get a ride sooner rather than later. But we shall see. Stay tuned. Alright, so I made it into Wrightwood. And I went to the post office already and got my second shipment of meals from Lena, the lady in San Jose who is the church that my friends Lauren and Brian go to and work at. Super, super nice lady. She made a ton of meals for me. So I don't think I'll actually have to buy another freeze-dried meal for the rest of the trail. But anyway, I got picked up by this really nice girl named Mia, who actually turned around to come pick me up after she saw me. Came back, got me, took me into Wrightwood. Super nice. But now I'm headed to my accommodation for the night, just to like relax and take a shower and chill out for a second. But yeah, that's the update.